This is the brief on The Great Ruler, episode 236, The Clash of Realms. Okay, so this episode, it throws us right into a massive showdown. You've got the Heavenly Governance territory basically defending its turf against some serious invaders, and things get intense, revealing who might really be pulling the strings. First up, Commander Chen and his crew, the Blazing Spirit Battle Group, they make this big entrance, Totally boosts morale for their side. And Chen, he immediately shows he's gotten way stronger, clashing hard with an enemy commander, Lin Qing, and actually forcing him to back off. Pretty impressive stuff. Second, this fight, it blows up fast. We're talking huge armies gathering, and we find out this whole thing might be orchestrated by the Heaven Realm Palace, specifically their leader, Liu Toundao. He's kind of using the other side, the 100 Battles realm, to test the real power of the Heavenly Governance Territory's mysterious lord without starting an all-out messy war, especially with something called the War Hunt coming up. Smart, right? And finally, the real heavy hitters step in. We see the top leaders from the 100 Battles realm, including this super powerful old sword hermit, a 7th grade sovereign, which means seriously strong, squaring off against the Heavenly Governance Territory's marshals. And then their own mysterious lord shows up. Liu Toundao tries to test him with this massive energy attack, like a mountain of pure power, but the lord just absorbs it, effortlessly, shows off some truly terrifying strength. So yeah, this episode really lays out the power plays and the big strategies that are going to shape everything for these realms.
This is The Brief on The Great Ruler, episode 237. Okay, so picture this. We're diving into a major showdown between two big powers, the Heaven-Sealing Domain and the 100 Battle Realm. It all kicks off because there's this rumor the Heaven-Sealing Domain Lord is weak, right? But things escalate fast into this massive wager over resources and land, leading to three really epic duels. First off, this guy Liu Tiandao challenges the Heaven-Sealing Domain Lord. Everyone expects the Lord to be kind of weak from an injury, but nope, he unleashes some serious power, surprising everybody. So, to avoid a huge fight, the 100 Battle Realm says, hey, let's make a bet. 3 rounds, Grandmaster, Commander, and General. Kind of like different tiers of fighters. The winner gets 1,000,000 drops of this super valuable energy stuff called Sovereign Liquid, plus 1,000 cities. Huge stakes. And yeah, the Domain Lord accepts. Second, we see who each side picks for these fights. The 100 Battle Realm? They choose the powerful Grandmaster Heavenly Rock, a commander named Si Ling who was actually resurrected. Wild, right? And General Qing. Now, for the Heaven-Sealing Domain, they pick the strong Grandmaster Suiro. But then, wait for it, the Domain Lord picks Chen, who's much less experienced, as commander. He picks him over seasoned fighters. Even his ally Jiu is kind of worried. Finally, that first battle gets going. It's Suiro, who seems pretty chill, against Heavenly Rock. But don't let looks fool you. They both instantly show their true strength as 8th-level sovereigns. These are incredibly powerful folks, and start manipulating space itself, creating destructive cracks. Then Suiro busts out his ultimate move, the Azure Dragon Body, this giant form with a golden dragon wrapped around it. You just know this is going to be an epic fight. Seriously, this episode totally sets the stage for some monumental battles where strategy, hidden power, and cool techniques are going to decide everything.
This is the brief on decisive battles and the Great Ruler. So we're diving into some seriously high-stakes martial arts fights here, right? From this fantasy series where fighters basically summon these huge spiritual powers, kind of like giant energy avatars, and use all sorts of secret moves. It really pushes the limits of power and, smarts in these super critical matches. Okay, first up, you've got Su Yin's shocking power reveal. He whips out his Sky Dragon body, that's his big spiritual form, ranked 70th, and just straight up absorbs this killer attack from his opponent's slightly lower ranked form. But get this, turns out Su Yin wasn't ranked 8 like everyone thought. Nope, he was actually a rank 9 the whole time. Boom, victory secured. Just shows how hidden strength can totally flip the script. Second, brace yourself for Xi Ling. This dude was ruthless. He's facing an opponent of the same rank, right? Rank 7. But Xi Ling uses this wild demon corpse technique. And I mean wild, he literally sacrifices his own flesh and blood to power up this corpse thing, makes it explode and badly hurts the other guy. But here's the kicker. Xi Ling had planned it all. He used a special artifact, like a protective puppet, to soak up the blast himself. Talk about cold calculation and playing dirty. And finally, this sets up a totally unexpected third fight. Scores tied 1-1. One side sends in their famous rank 8 commander, super confident, but the other side, they pick Chen, who's only a rank 2. Like, what? Everyone's just stunned, totally questioning their strategy. It really makes you wonder, right? Sometimes the underdog pick is the biggest gamble. So yeah, these battles really highlight how hidden power and bold, maybe crazy tactics can completely redefine winning when things get intense. This is the brief on Chen's unexpected power. So we're jumping into the Great Ruler, right? Picture this. Chen, just a Jizun Stage 2 cultivator, squaring off against Qing, a general who's almost 2 stages higher. Yeah, a real underdog situation, setting up a pretty intense clash. First off, Chen takes this huge leap, challenging Qing. Everyone's kind of scoffing, you know? But then, bam, he whips out his Thunder God's body and this wild ascending dragon punch that actually bends space. Turns out, it was enough to stand up to Qing big, great god-carved palm attack. Pretty impressive, huh? Second, Qing obviously ramps things up, not taking it lightly. But Chen, he reveals his trump card, the divine solar body. Okay, get this. It's this massive golden celestial body, totally unlisted in the famous 99 celestial body scroll. The sheer pressure it gave off, way beyond his official rank. It just flat out overwhelmed Qing initial power surge. Finally, things get really epic. It's celestial body versus celestial body. Qing brings out his ranked Arhat's golden body, a known powerhouse. Then he throws this crazy hidden move, the Arhat's golden formation, like 1,000 staffs attacking at once. But Chen counters perfectly with his one sun divine body, throwing up this, impenetrable golden sphere of light. It just completely neutralized the entire attack, leaving everyone watching totally stunned. Chen's solid defense in that unique divine solar body really cemented his unexpected dominance in this high-stakes battle.
This is the brief on the Great Ruler, Chen's victory. Okay, so picture this. We're diving into a really intense battle from the anime The Great Ruler. It's our main guy, Chen, against this other warrior, Qing. And seriously, they push each other right to the edge. First off, Chen's defense. Wow. He's technically at a lower level, what they call Stage 2 Zizan. That's like an early stage in spiritual power. But he just completely shuts down Qing first big attack, these golden staves made of energy. Just blocks it. Nobody saw that coming, right? Shows how a smart defense can totally throw off someone stronger. So that kind of forced Qing hand. He went all out, like desperate measures. He actually pops a pill to jump up to Stage 4 Zizan power, a huge leap. Then he pulls out this forbidden move, the Blood Demon Palm. Thing is, using it messes up his hands for a whole month. That's how badly he wanted to win. Talk about raising the stakes. Finally, though, Chen pulls off the win with some really cool innovation. He activates his own powerful form, the Heavenly God Body. And get this, he combines purple flame and lightning energy, creates this totally unique attack called the Dragon Elephant Disc of Light. And yeah, it smashes right through Qing killer move and his protective Arhat body. Chen wins, but man, he's pretty banged up too. It really shows you the tough price of victory sometimes. So yeah, Chen's win here really hammers home how clever thinking and just refusing to quit can overcome some seriously crazy odds.